Have you ever thought, I wish I could design an app without being a designer? Well, today I'm going to show you how to design a real app UI inside Figma, even if you have never used it before. So in this beginner-friendly tutorial, we are going to take a hands-on approach and design a travel app from scratch. So here's the agenda, what we'll be covering in today's video. First, we'll get started with Figma. I'll walk you through setting up your Figma account and give you a quick overview of the interface. Next, we'll design the travel app. We'll create two key screens. First, a splash screen. Next, the login screen, step by step. You will see how easy it is to use Figma's tools. We'll move on to Figma's AI features. Figma isn't just a regular design tool anymore. In 2026, AI-powered features are making it faster and smarter. I will show you how Figma can help you design with AI suggestions and auto layouts. We'll also use plugins to speed up our design. Now, plugins are game changers. I'll show you how to instantly add images, icons, real content with just a few clicks. We'll also move on to prototyping our app. We will make our design interactive by adding simple prototypes that let you test the app and share it with others. So before we move on, here's a quick heads up for you. If you're looking to level up your design skills, check out Advanced Certification in UI UX Design with Generative AI from IIIT Bangalore. Now, this course is perfect for anyone looking to break into the industry to advance their career in design. In this AI-powered UI UX design course, you will gain hands-on experience with 25+ design tools, including Figma, AR/VR prototypes, generative AI tools, plus you'll gain 6 months of free Figma premium access to help you dive straight into your projects. What's even better, you will work on 15+ portfolio-ready projects that include AR, VR, XR prototypes, making your job ready in no time. And with live interactive classes and mentor-led support, you will get all the guidance you need to succeed. And at the end of this course, you will have a certificate from IIIT Bangalore and an impressive portfolio to show off. Plus, you'll learn how to use 10+ Gen AI-powered design tools to streamline your workflow. But that's not all. The course also features a bonus AI tool that will help you create stunning designs faster. So what are you waiting for? Hurry up and enroll. Now you can find the course link below. Now before we move on, here's a quick quiz question for you. What is the main goal of UI UX design? Your options are making designs look pretty, making a product easier and more enjoyable for users to interact with, writing code for websites, or creating project timelines. Now, without any further ado, let's get started. So guys, before we jump into the design, let's talk about why Figma is even better in 2026. Now, in the past, designing an app meant juggling multiple tools and wasting hours on repetitive tasks. But now Figma's AI-powered features speed things up, giving you instant layout suggestions, color palettes, and even helping with responsive design. It's like having a personal design assistant right inside your tool. Figma's AI make everything smoother, more intuitive, and more importantly, faster. In 2026, Figma is the go-to tool for designers. Why? Because it's cloud-based, so no more worrying about updates or lost files. Real-time collaboration means you can design with teammates from anywhere in the world. Figma's AI and plugin integration allow you to design and prototype in one place. No need to switch between apps anymore. Now, let's dive in and get started with Figma. Follow along, and by the end of this video, you will have a fully designed travel app UI ready to show off. Now, let's get started with Figma. First step is just need to go to the Google and search for Figma. And from here, just log into your account. So I'll just click on continue with Google from here. Then you need to select your account. If not, you can also log in using your email ID and address. So now as you can see, I've logged into my Figma account and this is the interface of Figma. All right. So here you can see the Figma AI, which is the new latest feature of Figma, where you can actually describe your idea and it will create it for you, whether it's web page or any app designs. Plus, you have this option of design, FigJam, slides. You can also create slides in Figma, buzz, cite, make. Also, you have this multiple templates option from here. So you can just search for any templates and then you can just get that for reference and create your own Figma design using that template. So first, we've got this FigJam option, right? So let us just explore what exactly this FigJam is. So I'll be just clicking on this. Now, FigJam is an online collaborative whiteboard. You can think of it as a giant digital wall where you and your team can stick post-it notes, draw rough sketches, and map out ideas without worrying about perfect pixels or design details. So basically, this one is used for brainstorming ideas, for user flows, like if you want to map out the logic of how a user moves through an app, example, the login screen, submit button, and everything. So you can actually click on any shape from here, design. So wherever you just design it, you also can create flows like this. So when you just click on the arrow button, it will create the flow for you. You can add text from here. Also here you can just edit the text, the color, and also create links. You also have the sticky notes option. Let's suppose if you want to just add anything, any personal information related to that flow which you're creating. It's very useful for team meetings, for running retrospectives or planning sessions. So this is how the FigJam actually works. So now let's go back and let's start with our designing part. So we'll just click on design from here. So I've just selected the dark theme mode here. So as you can see the black screen, the canvas, where we will be creating frames and designing our website structure. So you see this option, right? Now this is the frames option. So I'll be just clicking on that and just select anywhere in the canvas here. And this is actually your frame. Talking about frames, now frames are like containers for your design elements. They will keep things organized and it will help you structure your layout. Now in Figma, frames are the foundation of your design and everything else will live inside them, whether it's adding button, images, or any link. About frame now, so you can actually adjust the length of your frame from here and you can see the size of your frame, right? So when I just click on the frame option from here, it depends on what phone are you using. The phone which I'll be selecting will be iPhone 16. So I'll just click on that. And this is the actual frame size which you get based on your phone size. So this is the iPhone 16 frame. And now let's get started and design our frame now. So whenever you just click on any website or app page, you'll see the splash screen of that particular website, right? So let's get started with that. You can actually change and rename this frame one to the screen or the first page design which you're creating. Let's keep it as splash screen here. And now we'll just design this. You can also add multiple pages from here. Now this is the page one which you're looking at, and this is the layers we'll be adding to this particular frame. Now, you can also adjust the position, the alignment of this particular frame, the layout structure, however you want it. If you want it in vertical or horizontal, you can just do it from here. Now, let's change the color. Let's not keep it white. So I'll just click on this fill option from here. So I'll be creating a travel app website design. So I'll show you how you can apply colors from here. So let me select a very minimalist cooling color. Let's suppose it's blue. So I'll just make it a bit light. All right, this looks good. Now you can actually hover and adjust this frame anywhere in your canvas. So let me keep it in between now. Now you can just click on this option from here, which is the shape tools, and let us add shapes. So let's suppose before adding shapes, let's first insert our image, the logo of our website. So when you click on this shape tools option, you'll be seeing this image video, right? Just click on that. And you can just select any of your logo images. So this is the logo. I'm selecting my logo. And you can actually click or drag and drop to place. Now let's adjust the size of this logo. So this is the logo of our travel website. So let me keep it here, right? This looks good. We'll have to change the color of this design. So again, I'll just click on the frame. Now let's again change the color of the screen because it's not actually going well with my logo. So let's suppose I keep this color. It's not that different than the previous one, but I think it looks better. Now let's add the text option from here. So we'll just go back and click on this text option from here. Select anywhere in this. Now one more thing, you can actually add effects in your text also, and let us select the font size of our text. The name of my website is Trip is Life. Now this actually looks a lot small, so I'll be adjusting the font size as well. Think this one looks better. We'll just keep everything in small caps. So Trip is Life. I think this looks better. And now we'll just change the color of this. Let's suppose I want to keep this as orange. Before that, let me just change the font, obviously the font style. So I'll go with this font. This looks good to me. And let me just change the color. And this one, I'll just keep it blue. So I'll be just selecting on the blue from here. Maybe more deep blue type would look good. Okay, it's okay. Now, this is the logo and the size. Now, let's suppose I want to increase this more. So, I think the 40, maybe the 48 looks a bit better. The text is more visible, right? So, let me just keep it in between. Yeah, this is better. Again, I'll be adding one more description about my image. So, this one, we'll just keep it the size small. So let's suppose 24 works good. So I'll keep this as Start your adventure today. Again, we'll have to decrease the size. So this time we'll just keep it as 20, and the color we're going to change it. So as you can see, our splash screen is now ready. Now this is the first screen which will be visible to my user. So let me just duplicate this screen as well. So I'll just click on right click. All right. So this is our second screen, and this would be the sign up button. And I'll show you how you can actually create button here as well. So let me just remove this logo from here. Now, one more thing before doing this, I wanted to show you guys about this auto layout feature. So when you just click on this add auto layout, what actually happens is that the layout stays responsive. You can select all the items in the nav bar, and then you can press Shift A to apply auto layout. Now this feature will ensure that as we resize the frame, everything will stay spaced out properly. So let's suppose I want to increase or decrease the size, right? Now you can see the space would remain as it is. It will be auto adjusted according to the size which we are resizing it. But if we do not apply auto layout, what happens is that manually we'll have to adjust everything. It won't be done as the same way as when we apply auto layout feature. So this is how it actually works. Let's keep this frame color as white now. So now again, I'll show you again, we'll be adding image from here. Just select on this image option. You can also drag and drop your image if you want. So I've dragged and dropped my image, and let me just adjust the size of this. Now I just want to place this the site image here in the front section so the user can actually view the image, and this looks pretty good, but we need to just adjust the sizing from here. So let's keep it according to the screen size. You can also adjust the opacity from here and the dimensions as well. And let me just apply the corner radius. So let's suppose I'll keep it at 60. So this would come like this, and I think this looks good. Or maybe we can just decrease the size 30. Okay. Now this is how it would look like. You can add more text from here. Let's suppose the text is life is short and the world is wide. Something nice that would be really engaging for the users to stay hooked with your app design. So let's suppose I want to change the color of this white so the design looks more good. Let me keep it as maybe blue. Yeah. And this time just set up according to the frame size. Let me keep it as center aligned. Yeah, this looks better now. And now we'll just keep it here. You can also change the font size if you want to keep it more different. And now let us add buttons from here. So you've got this styles option, right? So what you can actually do is you can actually apply similar style structure to all of your designs which you're creating. So you can actually give it a name, the description, what the style is used for, and then you can add the properties as in the font style which you will be using in your designing your entire website design and everything. Now this style layout, you can actually use it in your whole design. You can also add variables here. Now, right now we haven't created any variables. So let me just click on this frame. So now let's add buttons. So we'll go to the shapes option, click on rectangle, and now maybe the text would say get started. So let me just keep it here, and the color would be blue, of course. So let's keep it as blue. Now we can adjust the corner radius for this size. That would look better. Let's suppose I want to keep it 50. This would be like this, and increase the size or decrease it accordingly. Keep it here. Now you can add a text in front of this button image. So let me just decrease the size of my text. Let's suppose I keep it as 20, and it says get start. Okay, I think 20 looks a bit more small, so let me just increase the size again. So 24 goes better with this design. Let me just keep it in the between. Now this looks good. So this is the second page where it says trip is life, and let's get started. So now the user can actually click on this button and get started with the different modes of adventures and all. So the user can actually click on get started and actually start booking their trips, whatever trip they want to book from there. So this is how the second page would look like after the splash screen. Now in similar way, you can also create sign-in buttons, sign-up buttons from here. So let's click on this frame from here, and you can also group the selection of your frame. You can also create components. So what happens is that when you create component, the different variations of your buttons would be there. Let's suppose when a user click on the get started option, you'll see the hover button, right? And when the hover button is there, the color actually changes. So how does that happen? Using this particular feature known as component. So I'll show you how to do that. So when you just click on create component, let's suppose this is the button which we have created, get started. So you can just click on add layout for now. And let's suppose this is the first variation and this is the second one which we are creating. And now what you can do is you can change the opacity from here. So this is the opacity. Now when the user clicks on get started, the second after hovering on that particular button, this would appear, right? So in this way, you can create variations of the component and you can actually name it as get started. And this is how you can create variations here. Yeah, this is how it would look like. Now this is the third page and I'll show you how the user can actually click on the sign in button from here. It's very simple. So let us just remove all of these things. It's not needed. So let me again add a text here. And this one says sign in now. Okay. So we'll just change the color of this text. Make it in black. This looks good. And the text size is a bit big. So let's just decrease the size. Let's keep it as 32. So we'll just keep this here. And then you can add one more text down here saying, please sign in to continue with our app. And we'll just change the color of this text again, make it in black. But this time we're going to keep it a bit more the secondary text, right? So we'll have to again increase the opacity for this text here. Make it maybe as 50%. Now let me just move text here. Keep it here in between. And this is a sign-in page here. Now we'll be just adding the email address and password. For that, again, just click on the shapes option, rectangle, and then you can just add more corner radius from here. Okay. So we'll be adding a text here which says enter your address. And again, opacity here again. Let us make it as 60%. And keep the text size in between. Now let us add the icons here. So for that, we'll be using plugins. Now in Figma, plugin is actually a third-party extension or mini app that can install to add features that don't exist in the core software. Now you can think of them like apps for your smartphone or extensions for your web browser. This will help you perform repetitive tasks faster or connect Figma to other tools. So when you just click on this action button from here, you can actually search for any plugin. Maybe it's for content generation or for adding any logos. So let's click on this remix icon. What it actually does is you can add the icons of email address. So when I search for mail, you see this options, right? So you can just drag and drop from here, or you can just click on this. And now again, since the opacity is a bit low for the text, we'll be adjusting the opacity again here. Yeah, this looks good. So this is our email address button from here since we have added that frame. Now you can also drag and drop and you can also group them together. So I'll just copy paste this, just drag and drop from here. And then here it would say enter your password, right? Just change this as password. Again, we'll be adding a logo. I'm going to the plugins option, remix icon. And for password, we'll just click on lock. Copy paste this icon from here, changing it to 50%. Yeah. So this is our address and this is our password. And again, we'll just copy paste this frame from here, which we had created, get started. And this would say sign in from here. And even the text, we can just copy, drag and drop. And now this would say sign in. So guys, this is how you would actually create designs in Figma. Even if you're a beginner, you can just get started with this. This is as easy as just creating any designs. And also the interface of Figma is very intuitive. So you can, anywhere you click it, you can just get the idea of how this actually works, the flow and everything. Now, I'll just show you one more thing, the prototype one. So how this prototype works is actually you can create connections. You can select a frame or object and you can use a circular node to drag and connect to other frame. Now, this would be actually useful when you're just showing it in a meeting or to your project manager about your designs and how it would look like. So when you just click on the screen, you get this option of plus, right? When you just click on this plus from here, You can actually connect it. You can see the interaction, the triggers. So this is on tap. You can actually give it as an action, navigate to destination, and the animation as well. You can add another animations if you want to, and wherever you want to connect this flow chart, you can actually do that. If you want to connect it with the first screen, you can also do it. Now, in this way, your app designs would look more good, and this is how the prototyping works in Figma. So let us just preview our website design which we have created now. So just click on the present option from there. So when I click on present, this is how it would look like in my iPhone 16. So this is the last design which is actually showing to me. Continue with your app. So we hadn't grouped that designs together. That is why only we could see the enter your address password. So let me just click on this frame again. So let me just view our splash screen first. This is how our first page, the splash screen would look like. And you see this hover button, right? So you can actually connect it and show it to your users how it is looking in your phone. Now you can export the style and you can either save it as PNG, or you have multiple option here, SVG and PDF option as well. And you can share and export it with your other fellow mates. You can see option, right, to invite people to edit, move this draft to your projects. Either you can copy this link and share it in your team space, or you can actually add their email addresses from here, give access to everyone. You can copy the prototype link also, and also can publish it to the community. Now when you publish it to the community, what happens is that everyone, all the people would be able to access and view your designs and also copy your designs if they want to. So this is like, it depends on if you want to actually publish it to the community or not. Next, you can also get the embed code for this particular design which we are doing right now. If anyone who wants to get started with Figma, you can just follow these steps and just start creating your designs. So guys, with that, we have come to the end of this tutorial. If you have any doubts or questions, ask them in the comment section below. Our team of experts will reply to you as soon as possible. Thank you and keep learning with Simplilearn.